Bungie recently dropped one of the single most important cutscenes in the history of Destiny 2. Now, we've speculated and wondered about the origins of the Witness for some time, but in Season of the Deep we finally got some answers. Well, today I'm going to go through the origins of the Witness cutscene that was dropped into the game recently, and also look at what this means for the final shape coming very soon in Destiny 2.
Before you can confront the Witness, you must understand it. The Witness's first victims were once like you, struggling for survival, bolstered by hope, until their hopes became reality. They called it the Gardener, their deity of life. It ushered them into a golden age. For eons they prospered, but their newfound god never spoke to them. It lavished them with gifts, but not with guidance. And though they lived in paradise, they came to crave a greater purpose. They desired meaning, structure, a winnower, to shape the garden. Their scholars discovered that the Gardener shared a connection with another entity among the stars. They called it the Veil, and when they found it, they arrived to claim it. They already knew much about the light, how it could bend the laws of the universe and create life. But they came to realize that it could bring ruin just as easily. The cosmic events it set in motion could wipe out entire civilizations in a heartbeat, without reason. And so they saw the light, not as a source of prosperity, but of unfettered chaos. By studying the Veil, they came to know the darkness. A power that was shaped by thought and consciousness. And in the darkness, they found the means to carve away the chaos of existence, to calcify it into a final shape. Eternal and perfected. They brought the Veil back to the Gardener in an attempt to strengthen their connection. There, they could reshape reality itself. The Gardener would not allow it, and so it fled their world. But they would not be deterred. Having witnessed the truth in the darkness, they used its binding power to merge themselves into the salvation they craved. Thus began the Witness's pursuit, its campaign to impose meaning on a meaningless universe. One that is nearly at its end.
Well, Destiny is swiftly approaching its 9th birthday and the conclusion to the Light versus Darkness saga. So Season of the Deep, it was always going to be a great opportunity to tell us more about the Witness, and Bungie really had to, considering the final shape is approaching very rapidly indeed. With that said, it was still slightly surprising to see one of the most important cutscenes in Destiny 2 drop in Week 5 of Season of the Deep. Now, this cutscene looks at the origins of the Witness, gives a little bit more explanation to the Veil, plus some details about the Traveller. Well, first of all, we get introduced to the Witness's home planet, whose people were suffering until the Traveller emerged from the ground. The Traveller then brought this planet their golden age, improving their technology, improving their lives, and they came to call this big white orb the Gardener, and that is the bringer of life. Well, during the Golden Age on this planet, the people there constructed the Pyramid Fleet, the very ships that we've been aware of in the Light vs. Darkness saga since the end of the Red War campaign 6 years ago. And after eons of prosperity, the people there grew tired of the Traveller's silence and demanded it give them some kind of guidance or purpose. This led to the people discovering a similar entity that shared a connection with the Gardener, and they dubbed it the Winnower, or as we know it, the Veil. The significance of this lore cannot be understated. So we've known about the Gardener and the Winnower for years, and the Destiny lore community have speculated as to exactly what they are, but now we know the Gardener is the Traveller, being pure light, and the Winnower is the Veil, the Traveller's darkness counterpart. Well, the Witness's people found the Veil, and it taught them all about the nature of light and darkness. The people discovered that light is capable of both creation and destruction, and then the Witness's people then decided this was a source of chaos, and it needed to be controlled. The darkness was their answer to that chaos as it was shaped by thought and consciousness. They wanted to use the darkness to control the light, believing they could create the perfect universe, which they dubbed the Final Shape. So this is very significant, given it's the name of the final Destiny 2 expansion, and that is due sometime in 2024. Now, when the Witness's people tried to use the Veil to control the Traveller, it ran away. The people were then at a huge loss, unable to comprehend their final shape would never come into being, and they then used the darkness to merge an entire population into a single being, and that is the Witness. This is why when we see the Witness, they've got many faces billowing as smoke out of their head, and they are named the Witness because they have witnessed the truth in the darkness. Since that moment, the Witness and the Pyramid Fleet have chased the Traveller through the universe in an attempt to bring meaning to the universe. So at the end of that cutscene, we see the Traveller and the Veil merging, which is what we saw at the end of the Lightfall campaign. Well, this is all very significant stuff. We finally got some backstory about the Witness, although we still don't have many details about the Traveller, who created the Traveller or who created the Veil. The Traveller had to be created by something. I don't think it just grew in the ground on the Witness's home planet. It is unclear if we'll ever get those details, although we can only hope that the Final Shape will answer many of our questions. Well, let me know in the comments what you think about the origins of the Witness and that cutscene, and what are your hopes for the Final Shape as we head to the conclusion of this saga in Destiny 2. Well, that is it for this look at the origins of the Witness in Destiny 2, and as always, thank you so much for watching or listening. For more Destiny 2 content like this, you can hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to This Week in Video Games. Or you can check me out on Twitter at TWIVG Podcast. Well, if you enjoyed this video or found it useful, liking and sharing the video would really help me out. Otherwise, you can check out all the other videos on the channel. Well, thanks again, and I'll see you soon.